Okay, so this is where I've got to so far. I've done my 3 rounds of my half double crochet, and I'm just going to finish off and show you, whoops daisy, the finishing off stages to be able to do the next section. So this stitch was the slip stitch from the previous round. Now we're going to half double crochet into the center again, and on the previous rounds we were slip stitching to join and then slip stitch into the center. On this round, on the third round, you need to single crochet into the center, and now we're going to form the armholes. Okay, so we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go all the way, we're going to ignore all of this, all the way to the other corner, and the corner is going to be easy to find because we've got all the 4, so we're going to have two sticks or 2 posts each side. So we want to go into the center one and single crochet there. Okay, and that's formed the first armhole for you to add your sleeve to. Now we're going to single crochet all the way across the straight side. There's still no counting because everything is all balanced. Because we've got the equal corners, we're going to end up with equal sized armholes, and we're not going to have to worry whether we've gone into the second or the first stitch or whatever by doing the 3 single crochet in the corner. I find that's complicated things unnecessarily, and also it gives you more of a sloped shoulder by doing 3 in the corner, and the 4 in the corner is giving a nice finish on the shoulder, in my opinion anyway. So single crochet all the way across like so. Oops. I'm going to single crochet right into this corner so that we've got 2 sticks each side. So we've got a single crochet there, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, come all the way over to the other corner, making sure that you've got your 2 posts or 2 sticks each side, and single crochet into that corner there. Okay, and then we are going to single crochet all the way across the other side, but I personally like to mark this side of my garment so I know where I am when I come back round again. So that's if I can do it. There we go, so I've just got that there. Okay, this makes life easier for later on. So now we're going to single crochet all the way across. Like I said, there's no counting. You don't even need to count when you add on the sleeves with this pattern because everything's already equally balanced. As long as that square is correct in the very beginning, everything else just follows suit without needing to worry about counting. So we're going to single crochet all the way to the next chain. You may like to fast forward this video as well to the next point if you want to know what's coming next, or if you're crocheting along with me, then that's nice. Okay, so we've gone all the way across up the straight side, and now we're back at the corner, so we need to do single crochet. We need to do 1 single crochet in each of the chains and come underneath 2 of your loops. So that's 1, 2, 3, and remember we joined with a single crochet, so we have a loop there to join into first before we then carry across to the opposite side. Now I want you to bear with me with this, because when we get to the opposite side, that's where we're going to then change the stitch and take our little step up, which is just enough to keep on working in the round without causing you to get a sloped effect when you spiral, because you don't want your jumper looking wonky, or your sweater, or your pullover, whatever you'd like to call it. And we're nearly there. Okay, 2 more stitches till we get to the chain. So same again, into the chain underneath 2 of the loops. Sometimes it's as fiddly, sometimes it's not. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now in the last round, I said the other side, I said to single crochet there. This is where we change over to the half double crochet. Okay, and the reason that we've marked this sleeve here is because when we actually go to finish doing all of our rounds, we need to finish underneath the armpit. If we finish on the front or further to the back, it causes a step to happen with our work. We just need to now half double crochet all the way around. Okay, and we don't want any steps, so that's why I said is we need to finish underneath this particular armpit because it keeps it level. So when you're counting your rounds of how many half double crochet you've done, this actual round there is a single crochet. It's not until you get to the next time round that it actually turns into half double crochet. So you want to do this now. We started off with doing chains of 11 before we did our corner, so now we're going to do 11 rounds, which will then create the correct size for the sweater or jumper to be able to come. It's going to come just over the top of the baby's nappy, so it's going to cover up their belly button and cover up the bit at the back so that there's no drafts. And I think that's just my personal opinion. I think that's just a nice size. This pattern actually can be made into the adult's pattern and into an adult's jumper. I'll give you instructions in the description box, because this pattern is going to be in the description box so that you know what to do. Then you can copy and paste it and keep it with your other patterns. And I'm going to explain how to do the adult sizes. And when you do the adult sizes, I personally, when I go to do my jumper, I want my jumper to be longer. I want it to come past my bum and down to my thighs. So I will do a lot more rounds. And for those of you that want to just use this exact same pattern and still working with the beginning chain of 48, if you increase your hook size up to a number 8 or a number 10, you are going to get a more loopy effect, and it will be an even softer jumper, but it will be bigger. And I will also explain how to do bigger jumpers on the adults, because when you, let's just stop a minute, this area that we're making here, there, that area is called the yoke of a garment. So when you make an adult size one, what you want to do is you want to, this bit here wants to come over your shoulder area, and then you work down till you get underneath your armpit. You're still going to have a piece of your shoulder sticking out as part of your arm. You don't want to come right the way over there, otherwise you end up with your armholes really in the wrong place. Okay, so all you need to do now to finish this one, though, because I'm complicating things by introducing other things I don't mean to, but to carry on to make this lovely little baby jumper, we need to have 11 rounds of half double crochet, and we need to have 11 rounds underneath each armpit. Okay, so it's balanced, because at the minute I've only got 1, underneath that one, and there's none underneath there. So as soon as I get to this armhole here, I'll have going to have completed my first round. Oops. And when I get there I'll show you. Like I said, I wish I could be a bionic woman sometimes and crochet super fast. But this is where you're going to, when you come to the very end, when you've done your rounds, you want to finish off in this area here, not at the same level as this marker there, because otherwise you'll end up with a step. Okay, so hopefully I've given you enough information so far for you to carry on and do. I do 11 rounds of half double crochet, and then on my hoodie, for the last 2 rounds I actually did the single crochet by working from the inside and working that way around, so you actually see the back of the single crochet to give these lovely effects. It actually curves the sleeve in, even though there's still exactly the same amount of stitches in the previous rounds. It's just curving it in to give it a nice effect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on myself and get to the very bottom. Then the next video I'm going to show you how to do the inner collar, and then I'm going to do a video to show you how to do this sleeve, because the sleeve is a tapered sleeve, okay, and it's beautifully done. Got beautiful join all the way down the centre there. It's nice and neat, and so I'm going to show you how to do that so that you don't end up having to do these great big sleeves and then try and make them go narrower at the sleeve, at the wrist. Because at the end of the day, what if they are a bit too big and Mum wants to turn them over? You still want that to be tight enough. You don't want it to go into a baggy point. So I'm saying mums, dads as well, and grandmas and granddads. I don't want to be accused of being picking out one particular person or whatever. It's just that I'm a mum, and I'm a single mum, so I didn't have anybody else to help with changing their clothes and things like that. So but that's just circumstances, and so I just want to make sure that everybody is happy. I don't mean to just say just mums, because I saw the thing about the women's football team and they said, oh, that's it, we're going back to being mums, sisters, parents and everything, and they was accused of that it was wrong for them to say that, but they're not. That's their everyday lives. They are mums, they are parents, they are sisters, they're aunties, and their job is a footballer. My job actually is a cake top maker. So and right now I'm crocheting, but I'm still a mum, I'm still a sister, I'm still an auntie, I'm still a daughter, I'm still all those other things. So I think maybe this political correctness has just gone a little bit too far, and it's awful that you have to be really, really careful about what you say and treading on eggshells all the time. I don't think people intentionally mean to offend anybody by saying that they're a mum, they're a sister, they're all these different things, as well as the different job that they do. So there you go. I've got off my soapbox, I've had my little say. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry if I've driven you crazy. I don't mean to. And I shall join you, or hopefully you'll join me, in the next video where I show you how to do the edging and how I've done it. So I'm going to do another video for the sleeves, and I will do a completely separate video for the hoodie. I'll show you, I'll get you started off on the hoodie, then I will show you how to do the finish, because it's actually whip stitched down the centre, and I don't know whether everybody knows how to whip stitch. I'm going to show how to do that, and then I'm going to show how to do this edge which makes it curves it in, and the little ties that they're all done as one so that they can't come off. Baby can chew at it if they want to, and there's no buttons. The reason why I'm not doing any buttons is because my daughter, my youngest daughter, I love her to bits, I really do, but she was the only child that used to do it. She used to use the buttons to tease on, and she used to chew and chew and chew until she'd snap them. Then there was the fight of trying to get the broken bit of button out of her mouth without cutting her, without upsetting her, and, well, it did used to upset her because she wanted to keep the broken bit of button. So, having these ties is a lot safer than buttons, in my humble opinion. Okay, so thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and I'll meet you back when I've done the bottom of my jumper. Okay, bye!